Hi everyone, Mary Weber, Italian Mosaic. Last day on the trip, we're in Pompeii now. So we've left Sorrento and we've moved on to Pompeii, and everyone somewhere at some time in your life you would have heard about Pompeii, the lava that came down from Mount Vesuvius and completely covered the area of Pompeii and Herculaneum. And then they did excavations and they found how these people lived during that time. Many excavations, so you can actually see the streets, the walls of some of their buildings, the baths, the roads, the cooking pots and stations that they had in their city. They were very civilized. They had bathhouses, everything that you can imagine. So I have to say that the Romans, or the people of Pompeii, everyone was very advanced in their roads and their systems. It's really quite amazing. So this is Pompeii. And that was approximately 2,000 years ago that this Mount Vesuvius erupted and completely covered Pompeii. So when they did the excavations, of course, they found people that were right in wherever they landed. They were well preserved from the lava, and many of their utensils, horses, animals, people, pots, their cooking pots, really, and my book is a little bit older now, so I'm sure that they have many more excavations. I've been there a couple of times, and even between the first and the second time that I went, there was so much more to see. So you'll have a guide there and they will tell you so much about what happened and about the civilization of these people, where they lived, how they lived, that sort of thing. It's very interesting. Even if you didn't think you wanted to know anything about it, I think you will find it very interesting. So a lot of the stuff, the paintings, were still very vivid. So when they've been reconstructing these, they were able to find these paintings. And I think what's important about that is it kind of showed what people wore, how they looked, their features, and maybe the kind of jobs and things that they did as well. Really throughout time, that's what a lot of these excavations have given us, the knowledge about how these people lived and how modern they really were for 2,000 years ago. And I think you'll just find it a very phenomenal thing to see and enjoy. And so when that is over, that you are going to have free time for lunch. And then you'll head back to Rome, and then it'll be your final dinner with the group, and you'll say your goodbyes to everyone, and maybe you'll leave, or maybe you'll stay an extra day or two, or maybe you'll do an extension and go to another part of Europe. You're already there. And I always say, if you're already there and you spent the time to get there, maybe it might be more difficult to get back at another time. So why not add on, if you do have the time, add on another destination to this and take in something else while you're already there. It will, of course, cost you a little bit more, but what you will save is that twice coming across the ocean flights, and you already have paid for your flights. So it's just a matter of customizing it a little bit more to make it right for you, which I do all the time. So anyways, this is your complete trip to the Italian Mosaic, and I am sure that if you take this trip, you'll be glad that you did, and also it will give you one of the best overviews of Italy that you can get anywhere. So thank you very much, and I hope you will join us on this trip.